Hello and welcome to Tuesday, Cinco de Mayo. It's Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo if you celebrate. And happy Tuesday, May 5th, 2026. This is the Indoor Farmer Reviews, episode 178, I believe. 178. Wow. Anyway, we are going to play a little intro, a little music to get this party started, kind of give you an idea of what's going on the Indoor Farmer Reviews. We'll be right back after about 5 minutes. Give me some time to hit the like button and share it out. If you guys could help me out with that, I do really appreciate it. Share it out, tag some friends. We'll be right back. Let's review. Oh, it's not that one. It's I'm slowly fixing all of these to where I can tell what they are, but I think it's this one here. Let's review.
Inside most days grow lights on and low, tinted rows of green beneath that artificial glow. But once a week he breaks out, camera in his hand, hits the streets and back roads of this forgotten land. Small shops pop up, markets, voices loud and proud. He's chasing stories no algorithm ever found. He's trading solitude for the roar of the crowd. Gonna bring it all back home somehow. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, rolling out to see what's new. From the booth to the screen, he's bringing it to you. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, faces you might never meet, places you might never reach, right from your seat. Yeah, the Indoor Farmer Reviews. Local brewers, candle makers, farmers selling jars, artists with their tables underneath the open stars. Wayland walks the aisles, asks the questions we'd ask too. Snaps the shots, records the laughs, keeps the moment true. For the ones who can't get out of wheels or walls of pain, he opens up the window, lets the world roll in again. He's living for the ones who stay behind, showing them the world is still kind. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, rolling out to see what's new. From the booth to the screen, he's bringing it to you. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, faces you might never meet, places you might never reach, right from your seat. Yeah, the Indoor Farmer Reviews. He started just to get some air, escape the grow room walls. Now every mile he drives becomes a bridge for all. One man, one lens, one live stream glow, turning strangers into friends we'll never Thursday night, the chat lights up, the community tunes in. Waylon's back behind the lights, wearing that tired grin. Replays every highlight, tells the Small dreams getting bigger with every view. That's what the indoor farmer came to do. The indoor farmer reviews, rolling out to see what's new. From the booth to the screen, he's bringing it to you. The indoor farmer reviews, voices rising through the feed, giving everyone a chance to feel the streets. Yeah, the indoor farmer reviews. The indoor farmer reviews. We're all right here with you.
All right, we are back, and I am still in the middle of sharing things and doing stuff. There's always so much, even 5 minutes isn't enough. So if you guys can help me out, I do appreciate it. Anytime that you guys share, anytime that you hit the buttons, hit the comments, all of those things. I'm going to share this to a few more spots here. Got to get to my group. If you're not in my group on Facebook, if you're a Facebook group person, it's called Maccabee's Live Market, presented by Waylon the Indoor Farmer, and it's only for me to post my stuff or post stuff that you ask me to post. If you guys have something you'd like me to advertise in there, or if you'd like me to post, like reshare your live stream or anything like that, as long as it's not an unreasonable request, I could probably do that. Did I already? Let's see. Can't tell if I already did the things. Okay, I did. One more group. I do have a profile subscription group. If you're subscribed to my profile. All right, today is Indoor Farmer Reviews episode 178. It is now 1:10 Central Time, and it's May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2026. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody. If you are a Cinco de Mayoer, I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it is today. We got an awesome review planned for you right now. Actually a double review going on, where it is something that's near and dear to my heart. I posted a couple days ago a picture of my dog who was written or some drawn. Sorry, I'm doing too many things here at once. Was hand drawn by an artist, and then I painted it. And this is the event at Doodlekins Barkery in Morton, Illinois. Let's see. I did have so I posted a picture of just the sketch. So today you're gonna get the unveiling, the full Monty, if you will, and you're gonna get to see the end result. Let's see, a couple more here. Some people that might already be here, I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna say, stop by if you have time. No worries. 100% fire heart, fist bump, fire, 100% flower, bee, honey, diamond, this thing, whatever you call that, and two double red exclamation point, send separately, boom. Okay. Some of you are getting that even if you're already here. So shouts out if you're already here. As you can see, I'm wearing my fancy schmancy blue light blockers because I got a little migraine going on right now, and I can't be having that. We got too much to do. We got too much to show. Both the Doodlekins Barkery Paint Your Pet Night, and Level Up Seed and Garden Supply had an event I went to called, they call it like the seed swap, plant swap kind of thing they do, and it wasn't really that. It's like a kind of a reoccurring monthly or something event I think they do where they just kind of get their local growers and customers involved, and it's not like a bunch of vendors and anything, but they did have live music. They bought some pizzas, and they had a nice little time. We got to see some pretty planties that we're going to show you. So that's why we're doing a double event or double review. It's kind of um, not enough of either one for a full review, but there's some good stuff today. So stick around. Sharing the screen. So here's our door prize. If you know, you know. If you're new to the show, you get on the door prize just for coming in and commenting below. I'm rhyming all the timing. But yeah, you can comment below, hit the like button, share it out if you would please, and we'll get you on the door prize. You can also get an additional spot for the Rumble. I see Kim over on Rumble. You can get a spot for commenting below the video on Rumble. You get another spot for YouTube, and you get another spot for Facebook. Denise, hello. Comment below, guys. Give me a hashtag WTIF if you're in the house, and I'll put you on the wheel. Trent, hello. Can't wait to see those planties, brother. We got Kim on the Facebook side. Wow, it's a slow day today, but I tell you what, I got some really fun stuff to show you. So whoever is here, y'all gonna get the good stuff. Let's see. I think we're gonna do the plant swap first because everybody's gonna want to see that end result of the painting of Miss Mia. I think. I mean, I want to show it off. I can't wait. We're gonna do the level up seed swap first. This was Level Up in Springfield, Illinois. I do have one at nearby me as well in East Peoria, their original one. Okay, so I did take some video of the band, and they are covering some songs that I know are a no-no over on the old Facebook and such. Oh, hey, Mom. Shouts out to Mom in the house. Going to show you some awesome paintings here in a minute. Kristen, hello. And Mom. Hashtag Mom. Trent on the YouTube. Cheers, Trent. Come on in on the Rumble if you guys have Rumble. I appreciate you joining us on the Rumble. Oh, I mean to do that. Okay, I'm going to go backwards because you got to start on a picture, the way this works. Back. Okay, so this is Steve. We call him Sativa Steve from Level Up Seed and Garden Supply. I'm hoping that he gets my message and shares this out for me. Joe, hello. Got a doctor's appointment online in 10 minutes. Figured I'd pop in and say, hey. Joe, no worries, brother. Appreciate you coming in. I want to let you know that I think you have quite a few coupons that you might not know that you have. You got 13 coupons. Not bad, huh? You could do something with that if you want to start using some of those up. Now, let me see if Mr. Steve has responded or looked at my comment. Let's see. He's probably busy working, of course. Doing his thing at Level Up. Scrolling. There it is. Do I have his phone number? Hey, what's up, Andrew? Hey, check your Facebook messages, please. Please share out my live stream if you can. It's about your seed swap. Okay, that's as much as I can do. If he doesn't want to respond, he doesn't want to respond. All right. Could you by chance send me a list of what I have? Maybe a couple will go to game night. You have 13. What do you mean a list? That's what you got. You got 13 coupons. You can get in on the waffle that I got going on right now, the shopping spree waffle. If you want to use some of those, lots of things. Smoking a bowl while I wait. Nice. Nice. We got over here Kayla in the house. Kim on the YouTube. Jumping around. I love it. And Kayla on the Facebook. All right, we passed our minimum of 20 at least. 20 people for a door prize. That's my bare minimum. Okay, here we go. Back to Sativa Steve from Level Up Seed and Garden Supply. He does also have a podcast that they started doing on YouTube. Probably a little bit more in depth into growing than what I do. Obviously, I'm more about getting ourselves acclimated to the fact that everything in life is built off of plants and food, animals, the nature, plants, food. It's all built from the fact that we have to eat, right? So that's kind of my place, my shtick in the online sphere. I'm not an expert grower, but if you want to watch people that have been growing for quite a lot more time than I have, you definitely want to check out his podcast. All right, here let's listen to what he's got to say. Go ahead.
All right, we're here with Level Up. We're judging, what strain are we judging today?
Rainbow Biscotti.
Rainbow Biscotti from 34 Mongrels. Everybody knows the rules, one puff.
Cheers.
Nose, it's clean.
He's proud of that puff too. See it.
He was proud of it.
It is a rainbow. It reminds me of a rainbow. Like I could taste
Tastes
the
like
rainbow.
this.
If I could taste the rainbow,
Yeah.
it tastes just like that. 34 Mongrels.
Okay, so they were definitely playing music that's going to get. So today's episode might get booted from Facebook. You might be the only one seeing this on Facebook today. Margaret, hello. Margaret on the YouTube and Facebook. Alice, I see you. I see you, girl. Denise's birthday, right? Today. My days are getting mixed up, but I believe it's Denise's birthday. Is it also Kyle's birthday? Somebody tag Kyle in here. I'll have to play you a little ditty. Let's use 8 on the giveaway you mentioned, the shopping spree. 8 of those, Joe. That would give you that's 40. That would give you 20 spots. 20 spots. Wow. Wait, what am I wrong about that? Let's see. 20 times 2 is 40, so 8 times 5 is 40. Yeah, 20 spots. Wow. I'll have to make a note of that and do that in a little bit, Joe. We want to get back. We want to get through this review here at first and maybe do it halfway. Let's go. Joe. Oh. Times 8. Okay, I'll get that later. Okay, here we go. What's the next one? I'm going to mute that. This is some soil that he has been cultivating, composting, and also getting worms and also a bunch of good guy bugs in there, except for that squiggly one. I think is being attacked by the other ones. That worm there is that's not a regular worm, whatever that thing is. But those ones, the other bugs running around, those are predatory mites. And that is a worm egg shell that he's showing me. Lila Rose, Hank, Cullen, hello. welcome in. Hit the magical dancing banana if you like. Throw me a hashtag WTIF. This is the show that gets me out of the house, gets me uh, I find cool places to go and cool like small businesses and local events and even some not so local. But this show doesn't, isn't free. I got to pay to go to a lot of these events. Sometimes not, but then while you're there, you gotta you're schmoozing with all these people that are expecting to buy something from them. So I spend some money at these events, not a ton. I'll get a little snack, maybe. If I have my son with me, I'll get him something. I try not to do a lot. I try not to spend money at too many vendors because then the other vendors are like, "You didn't buy something here? What the heck?" So I try to maintain a neutrality there. But I do have to spend money to get to these events, travel and everything. So this is where some of that support and spot, subscription goes to. Of course, on top of all the prizes and giveaways and all the stuff and things. I hate to call it that, but it is what it is. I do prizes and giveaways, even though I try not to make my whole my whole shtick about that. It is sometimes what brings the people. And let me take a moment here. That's the band right there. Yes, there's a set of twins playing. Those two ladies. Hey, what's up, Lynn? Hello. Hey, Kyle. Is it your birthday today? Isn't it your birthday, Kyle? 13 is my lucky number. Really didn't want to, but hey, what the hell? You only live once. Hey, you might win quite a bit back there, Joe. You don't have to use 8 of them if you don't want, man. You can use less than that. Each one of those is worth $5, so you could hold them back. How you doing, Lynn? Oh, Alice, I see you on the Facebook side. Then we got Cullen, Lila, Rose, Hank on the YouTube. Hank came and found me earlier. I was live on YouTube as like a little earlier morning, kind of getting stuff ready. And I go live on YouTube just on my phone. It's a different algorithm. Like different people are finding me that way. It's interesting. Kyle, I see you on the YouTube. Who else we got? Anybody I'm missing? Anybody I'm missing? I think that's it. I think we're good. Kyle, where'd you go? Is it your birthday? The 15th. Oh, I see. Okay. But today is Denise's birthday, if I'm not mistaken. They're just stationary? What stationary, Rose? Oh, the banana. No, they're not stationary. Look, see these bad boys? Those bananas are singing Boots and Cats. Boots and Cats and Boots and Cats. Okay, back to the show. So we are going to play a couple clips. I'll probably turn them down a little bit. I don't want to get too hit, but they were doing some pretty good, pretty fun covers. In fact, I should probably mute the other music momentarily. And see what we got here. Go ahead with 5 coupons and put me down for 25. Okay, well, it has to be an even number because there's $2 a piece. And well, I can do 24 and give you a leftover Sprout buck. That's up to you, Joe. I'll wait for the response on that. It's not the end of the world either direction. If you use 25 or if you use 5, then you'll just have a leftover buck that I can put in your bank. A buck in your bank. Let me pause this before. Okay, I gotta replay this with the music kind of low. That's a freak show mother back there. Hey, looky there. Thanks, Cullen. You found it. Nice. Is that loud enough for you guys to tell what it is? Or I want it to be kind of low. Cat K in the house. What's up, Cat? How are you now, bye?
All right, we can do one more.
Cheers it, blears it. I'll stay for a cloud, Cat, and I'll put one up. Let me. Is that good? Is that good there? Yes. Okay. Good, Rose. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Alice, I see you on the YouTube. Don't think I didn't see you sneak over there. Let me know, Cat, if you're in here for a cloud. We'll put one up. Put one up for the folks from the north of the border. Doing good on this Twisted Tuesday. Not seeing her. Did you leave, Cat? Oh man. Let me see a hashtag WTIF. If I see at least 4 unique hashtags, we'll put some clouds in the air. Let's go. Vegetable plants, $5 each. So these were, I posted a picture of Steve-O and I with these in the behind. They're not all tomatoes. There's some other things up there, but mostly tomatoes. Like those are all tomatoes. Tomatoes. Maybe the chat went out on the Facebook. I don't know. Not seeing anything now. Oh, there it goes. Hey, Trent. Cheers, Trent. We got 2. 1, 2, 3. We got 3. Yeah, some more tomatoes up top. Getting just loving life. Lynn. Got it. Number 4. Let's go. All right. This looks like something else, though. I don't know what that is. Anybody know what that is? Call in. The heck is that? Cheers, everybody. Okay. And back to the show. Diane, let me throw you on the wheel. The wheel of destiny, destiny, destiny. Learn with WTIF. I like it. I like it. Joe Orsel's got some pretty creative hashtags too, right, Joe? He's like old bags of WTIF, and he said old stoners of WTIF. He had a bunch of different ones. Anyway, what do we think this is, Cullen? Looks like marigolds. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I have some dried marigolds. Kind of look like that. Supposed to be pretty beneficial. Myself and Sativa Steve with the terrible lighting and shadowing on my face and his face, but we had fun.
A shirt pick. Spinning for a shirt pick. You're on.
Okay, so we're live, or not live. We are live. He recorded me do this, but I don't know if I should even turn it up with the music. I was spinning for a winner for his giveaway during the event.
Okay. Give a good wind up. Oh, John Wayne. John Wayne? Casey. All right. Okay, he's gonna pick a winner. My bad. All right, let's spin one more. Spin one more. Spin one more. We're gonna do one more. I gave it a little more oomph that time.
I tried to spin that bitch. It wasn't that easy to spin.
Bryson 8.
Bob, what's up?
Bryson
Paul,
8.
hello.
Is this for the guy too? What?
Paul, you just gave me an idea, or I just reminded me of something. There's somebody over on Exodum that I need to reach out to. And I'm going to put you on the door prize in just a second here. Hey, brother man. Dang it. Spell check. Okay, we got Chris, we got Paul. Tiger lilies. That's what you think, Diane? Okay. It could be tiger lilies for sure. I thought they looked like marigolds too, but I wasn't 100%. So they got a pool table that they sometimes use as a they put a board over it and make it a table. My earphones aren't working for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not talking. You want to go on the door prize? Diane's part of the door prize now. So they got a bunch of goodies in the back area here. Chewables and such. Okay, Diane, let me throw you on the wheel. Throw you on the wheel. And let me do this real quick. I'm going to pick up the link, send it over to Dawn and anyone else that might have trouble finding us on Rumble. I would rather find a way to get you onto the Rumble if we can. It's not an absolute, but that's my preferred location if you guys want to concentrate. Plus, you get to see the chat on the screen, although I'm not sure where it is right now. Just kind of over here floating in the corner. There's nowhere to put it that you can see it that well. Not at the moment, anyway. Okay, there it is for Dawn. She might be busy, though. I just thought I see Andrew, so I send it to Dawn. And then also, we want to send it to new friend Mario. Okay. He's I believe, works for Rumble. If not, hey, someone liked my reply. Thank you. Who's that? Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. The person's got their lips sewed closed, and they hit like on my reply on X. Thanks, person that must not speak too much. Oh, I don't need that. We'll post later today. Okay. Heading back to the low ground. Okay. No worries, brother. We'll see you when we see you. Oh, I better not go forward. I see Rose in the house. Gerald, what's up, man? Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. So they got some other random goodies back here. Couldn't tell what everything was. Oh, these are all like candies, maybe infused. Blueberry muffin, strawberry cough. Valentine edible sale. Okay. I'm not selling anything. Nothing for sale here, algorithm. Okay. Oh yeah, I totally did terrible. I played Steve in some pool, and I haven't played pool in a long time. I used to be okay. I used to be decent. I used to own my own table. But he just wiped the floor with me because he plays on this thing all the time. There it is. Level up. They got a pretty cool painted like mural all over the building outside. I think that's pretty awesome. I don't know what it cost, but it wasn't cheap, that's for sure. That's such a weird looking smile. I'm trying to smile while also like if you don't look at my mouth and you look at my eyes, I'm trying to figure out the buttons and make sure the angle is right. I'm like worried about the picture. Half my face is taking a picture, the other half is in the picture. It's funny. I'm not a soldier, not so, but I'm not a soldier. People came and went throughout the day. It wasn't a hugely busy event. Here we go. Check it out. I didn't catch the part where he went down the street because he kind of hit it pretty hard when he went down the street. You know, the old American muscle. And they got lots of plants. They sell clones there at that facility. Something that not for sale looks like. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. Pretty, right? The car, Rose? I knew you'd like that. Mm-hmm. The floating chat, right? The chat, I can just kind of put it right in the middle if I want to. Doesn't do us much good there. Okay. Back to the planties. Oh. Cheers, everybody. You know, have a sip of water if you got it, or whatever you got. Cheers. Oh, whoa. Oh. Twins. I told him I'm a twin too. It's not the same kind of twin. Different kind of twin. Gerald, cheers, brother. Thanks for coming by, my friend. I appreciate it. Oh, we gotta smoke along with me. Cheers. Don't worry, we're getting to the painting in a little bit, guys. We're just going through this little, quaint little event I was at Level Up Seed and Garden Supply, seed swap, plant swap kind of event. Of course, they have the whole grow shop there with full of other goodies that you can buy anytime. And there's a guy that makes them these little bird houses, man. That's kind of cool. Bird houses. Look at this. This is the mother plant of the freak show that he has. That's, I mean, in a pot. That pot can't be more than a 7-gallon. I don't think it was. It might be 10, but it's, yeah. In my hands, I mean, I'm not the biggest. I'm just a dainty man. I only weigh 210. I'm only this little guy. And that's thick, boy. She's thick. Steve's proud of this one. You think you pissed who off? You drink? Nope. Use marijuana? Absolutely. Oh, the doctor? Disappearing. Hey, Gerald, brother, no worries, man. I sincerely think about all the friends that I have come and go, and people like yourself. I want to check in on once in a while, see how you're doing. I want to show you guys this full planty. It's coming up in a second here. I'm hoping Steve-O found my text message and maybe wants to share it for me. He's going to come on the show again sometime soon. He's also going to be doing these classes, grow classes, that you can do virtually. So he wants to give away a class or two. I don't know how many basically spots in the class he's trying to give away, but him and his co-star in their podcast, co-host or whatever, um, they're both going to come on the show here sometime soon, in person, in studio. Here it is, the Freak Show, and a plant next to him. Get it? Anybody get that? It's highly appreciated. Hell yeah, appreciate it, man. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Like he's got a lot of cuts off of this, but that's the mother plant of the Freak Show, you guys. Look at that. I know what I know of a really great artist from Flint, Michigan that would probably travel to where you're at to paint the inside or outside of the business. Extra cost for travel. He's a great artist. Oh, nice. I mean, we do have a lot of artists around here too. Obviously, we all are partial to friends we know that are good at it, but that's a pretty far distance for an artist. When I know there's some pretty decent ones in this area too. Although I don't know who he used for this building. I don't know when or if I'll ever have use of that, but that would be kind of fun to have a whole mural on a wall. Look at these leaves. She freaky deaky, boy. Shit. She asked me, I was going to ask a bunch of questions on vaccines for me and said nope. Joe, my mom's in the chat here and she's right along with you. We just went to the doctor's appointment yesterday just to get her oxygen renewed. And then she mentioned how she doesn't take any medicine anymore from any pharmaceuticals, and basically says that she does all sorts of natural, um, you know, foods and remedies and concoctions and basically food is medicine, homeopathy. And the doctor started pushing back, saying how basically it's dangerous to use homeopathic medicine because you don't know what the dosage of these companies are putting in those supplements and stuff. And it's like that's not the point, doc. The point is that people are taking that or bringing the knowledge back to their own themselves. I don't know, I'm wording that a little funny, but people are taking back the knowledge of food being medicine and natural healing that we just kind of outsourced for so long. And we're finding out that we don't know what's in the pharma stuff either. And she's like, well, you can go. And I said, you can't find out all the ingredients. Like you don't. And, oh yeah, you can. It's all available out there. You can find the ingredients. Okay, well, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce, you know, uh, freaking benzo ding dong zing ming, you know, ac- acetone, diaxapine. I don't know, just like, just like, okay, sure, that's the ingredients list. Thank you. Anyway, I'm on a rant, but this is a very interesting plant just to like stare at. You're like, what's happening here? You're like, where do you even go with this? You do the same thing, obviously, but it's just a wicked looking plant. You're like, did this thing mutate? Did I did I do something wrong here? You won't get a check for pushing meds, right? She won't get a check for like being cool with it. Some doctors are. I mean, people are starting to have stories of doctors that are more open to these things, and they're finding out that's the way people want to go, and so people are so if you don't become knowledgeable in those areas, then you're going to get left behind as a business professional. You forget like doctors are medical professionals, but they're also business people. They may not be like business savvy like some stockbroker, but like they are a business. Most doctors. That's why she wasn't wrong about the warning that, buying random, what you think are healthy, like natural remedies and stuff, all from these commercials and stuff you see on Facebook or wherever. Uh, that can be dangerous. I totally agree. But learning more about herbs and learning more about plants as medicine, food as medicine. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing that can be negative about you learning more about it. The more you learn about it, the more you find out that you don't know, and then the less you trust any of these companies that are pushing some of the stuff. Right? Synthetic nature, right? That's not just can't be done. It can't be long term. Is that okay? So that's the last picture from the level up seed swap. So we're gonna close that. Come over here. We're gonna do the number spin real quick, and then we're gonna get to the painting. I have the painting right here next to me. I'm gonna show you guys the painting. I don't know where everybody went on the Facebook, but hit the buttons, guys. Let's share it out. Tag a few friends. We're gonna do the number spin here, and then we're gonna go back in and show you the Doodlekins Barkery Paint Your Pet Night experience that I had. Is that everybody? Brittany was 14. Brenda, Denise is 15. How did Brenda get put in between there? That's ridiculous. Okay, Brenda, you're going to be 16. Rose got you. Hey, she said thanks. Ted, I got Ted. Sheena. Make sure I got everybody on this list because the way the thing has been acting lately, chat has not been updating properly. All right, 16 we got to add. Number 16. This is spin number 2 for the week. If you're subscribed on Facebook and not on locals to get in on the post, you just have to comment on one of the live streams. King Trike, what's up? Do you have a different name I can put on the wheel, or I guess I can write it that way? We are just spinning. We're midway through the show here. We're going to spin the number wheel for my subscribers. If you want to subscribe and get on this wheel, you can get 4 chances a week to win. You don't ever have to be there for. You just have to get on the wheel initially through a post and be subscribed. Okay, let's go. Wait, is there who won yesterday? Number 8. Number 8. Sure that's not on here. Okay, cool. Doodlekins Barkery Paint Your Pet Night coming up here in just a minute. Number 12.
12.
Number 12. Removed from the wheel. Let's find out who it was. Sheena. Sheena is number 12. She deserves it. She made some really awesome fight night, game night, fight cards, I should say. Game night fight cards. Which one is the fan favorite, guys? Which one's your favorite fight card so far? I'm thinking about creating a game out of the fight cards where you have to play. You get like a shuffled deck of cards, and they're all these there's another game out. There's anybody can make their own game, but I can make a legit card game that we could then send out to people, which are like trading cards, but also maybe some kind of a game mechanism in there, something. Be fun. Because, I mean, let's just pull one up. A lot of you have already seen them. Shouts out to the ones who've been here all week and already seen them. But man, there's some pretty fun ones. Like Sheena's here. It's her official fight card. We color outside the lines. The diehard, the tie-dye diva, or no, the diehard diva. I thought it was a tie-dye diva. Anyway, you got Cat Sharp Claws Reed. You got Extra Crispy, the Wild Man. So like those could totally be playing cards. You know what I mean? And come up with something to put on the back, maybe. I don't know. You like them all? I like them all too, Alice. I mean, the host one doesn't say host, but it's my fight card. Woot woot. I like my fight card because it gave me an inch of height. Take it. Take that inch. Run with it. There's one more I haven't loaded in yet, actually, which I should. We'll pull it up before we move on to Doodlekins. My schedule. Look at that. Boom. Although it's not so easy to see when you can't zoom in on it like you could normally, but I should probably put my other schedule in the overlays as well. Here, maybe. I don't remember. Oh, there it is. Now I can put this up if I want. Okay, moving on. Congrats, Sheena. Well deserved. I definitely want to get more of those, though. Sure. We need one for all of the game night roster. Okay, we need to play some music again because that is probably the last music that we're going to play from the event. All right, paint your pet night. I have the final painting right here. A few people were hoping to see it. This is what you've all been waiting for. Okay, so this was the drawing from the artist of Miss Mia. And I guess I could pull up the picture that it was drawn by, but we'll look at that later. I see you, Bob. What's going on? I'll have to start making suckers. Yeah, sounds good, Rose. Hey, Don. Yeah, pretty cool drawing, I thought. It looks a lot like the original drawing. It was hand-drawn. Wonder if I can get an Amish doctor, Joe said. Oh, Trike, I gotta put you on here. Sorry. If I missed you by when I'm not looking at the chat, guys, just comment below. Tell me, ask me if you can get on the wheel. Something's wrong with my laptop. Okay. I don't know how to help you with that at the moment, Chris. But I do wish you all the well. All the well? Wish you all the well? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. I want to find this photo. I guess I could go to Facebook to find it. It's on Facebook, so that might be the easiest way. Save, save. I want to put these side by side. This photo. Ooh. Okay. What do you guys think? Not bad. Her name is, her business is Canvas Connections, and Miss Tracy or Teresa, I can't remember exactly. I hope she doesn't. Actually, you know what? I should tag her real quick. At Canvas Connections. Anyway, she does a lot of different art, but she does this one once every month or every other month. They do this at Doodlekins, and while I wish I would have had a better picture, I wish I would have sent her a better picture. This is a pretty good picture of Mia. It's just that she's mostly covered up by the car seat, you know, but her face is really awesome in this picture. I thought it was really cool. I didn't draw this. Some people got confused and thought I drew this, or thought that I was passing it off like I drew it or something. Didn't see a picture, didn't look like anything was on it. Oh, you didn't see that? Okay. Well, you can see it now, right? This part here was a little bit different, but I made it work. On the big screen, Don. Nice. So it's a canvas, and it's just pencil that you can erase. So okay, so as we go through this, you're going to see the transformation that it takes. I think it was fun. Although I don't, obviously, I don't think I did as good as I could, but it was my first time, so I'm giving myself a little bit of slack. Wait, let me go back here and. Oh, there is a little loop there. I didn't see that loop earlier. Anyway, I had to make my own like rings to connect her tag to her collar. Anyway, I showed a couple other pictures, but I didn't get a lot of like their painting and stuff because you know people are strange about that. They don't. It's mostly a ladies thing that do this. But fellas, there was another dude there with me. It was me and this other guy. Of course, they put us together at one table. But I asked everyone, I was like, does anyone want me to post their before pictures? Or I don't know how I worded it, but I was like, I'm gonna, show these off. Do you want people to see the before and afters? I don't know if I got a picture of the after, to be honest. But this, so when they put their name on it, when the artist writes the name, this is the, quote, Disney version, or the Disney dog, she calls them. So that's more of a cartoon dog style. I know it might be hard to see, but you can see the smile and stuff. That's not normal. But that's Miss Princess. Okay, and here's another husky. I guessed it too. I went around and I was looking at the drawings and I was like, is that just guessing different dogs? And I was like, that's a husky. Even though you can't really tell at first. I should have asked you guys what you thought it was. Should have gave you all a chance. But that husky has a hat on, which is pretty badass, if you ask me. My husky wouldn't wear a hat. She would hate that stuff. And here are some finished ones, which I did a review on this Paint Your Pet Night previously, but I didn't send in the picture. I didn't know I had to pay for it ahead of time and all this stuff, so I didn't get to paint that night. But I did get to take pictures of all this stuff before. But these are the same pictures, and see, like you can see the one on the right is more of a realistic version, and then the one in the middle here, that's more cartoon version. There's Not a lot of difference, but you can see the difference in the how there's no hard edges to the outside of the dog with the realistic version, and there's a, I think, realistic version of a cat. And they had snacks. This event was $50. It was a 3-hour event, and they had some good snacks. They had some drinks, and it was a good time. Played some music, had some cookies, and some chips and dip, and all the little things. I should tag Doodlekins in here too. Should tag Level Up. I didn't tag them before. Okay. Some little snacks
while
and
you're
goodies.
painting and helping people, and so will I. I don't actually paint during a paint your pet up in the front to show you how to do anything because everybody's is different. So there's no way I can do that. I gave you 2 brushes. The big one is typically just for the background. I have had a few people use it for the pet. The medium one is what you're gonna use for most everything. I do have small brushes for details like eyes and teeth and little things, and I'll hand those out or have Jesse's my daughter's name, pass those out when she gets here. She can see which one you need, because I have like 3 different options of little ones, so we'll see which ones are appropriate for your pet. It doesn't matter where you start on your dog. It really won't look like your dog until the eyes are in there, usually. There's different ways to paint your pet. This one's done like in a watercolor kind of thing, where I just mixed a lot of water with the paint and painted it real pale. And then this one is kind of the same, except it was heavier on the paint. Some people use a lot more paint. It's acrylic. I'm jumping from things here, going crazy. You may or may not get to the point where you can put a background in. You might spend your whole time on your dog. And then if you have to take it home and finish it, you can just get a little bottle of acrylic paint at Walmart and do the background. You can paint it in solid with paint, or you can mix it with water and do a watercolor background. A lot of people like to just leave them white. So that's all up to you, whatever you want to do. You can see Amanda's over here that she did. She did like the superhero pop there in the middle and did the cityscape in the background and did the colors. She did that in 2 classes. She did the dog in 1 class and did the background in another. Are you gonna put colors in your background? Or are you just gonna leave them white?
What, on the other ones?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it might distract from the animals.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people do watercolors in the background, especially if the dog is more bold, because then it doesn't take away from.
She had these. She had these like little pieces of meat that are rolled up in like a cone shape, and she said after the fact, she said those were typically like cream cheese in them or whatever, but she didn't have any cream cheese, so she just used them as like to make it more decorative, and she had grapes in them because it just kind of fit in them, and she didn't put them like that for people to eat them together. But I told her, I was like, oh, well, I ate the whole thing like that, the grape and the meat. I tried it. Of course, I was a little, maybe tiny bit medicated, we'll say.
What you really want to look at is the pet. If you sent me a picture that had a blanket or a pillow or a couch, I kind of lightly sketched those in there. You can paint those in like yours.
I didn't record her whole spiel, but here we go. Oh, you guys, it was kind of I was a little nervous at first because I'm not a painter, but it's just like it feels permanent a little bit more so than like a sketch. But then I found that you could, there are ways to cover over mistakes. Although I made some mistakes, you guys, and I can see them. I still see them. Hopefully, you guys. Oh, we'll see what you guys think of it here after it's done. Boop. I gave her two little boops, little dimples. Gave her two little white dimples. White dimples.
So she does that center thing, which is awesome.
Ooh, I kind of have this idea. What if we put these back the way they were, like this, and you guys get to see the side by side as I start to fill her in. Okay, here we go.
And so Rocky's already almost there.
Nice.
Like, and I've done it.
I've almost drank this water several times. Just keep track.
I'm keeping it far away from me so that not to do so.
Near my beer.
Well, they have a lot of energy, so it's good that you're getting it out in some way, and if it's training, it's gonna be a great dog.
He loves it. We go out. So I think something typical.
Well, no, why don't we always have white and black?
In our backyard, we'll throw a wall.
So I found this.
Because I want to fall monster thing. I'm like,
That's a cartoon, but you kind of get the idea. Yours is more of a.
Awesome. Yeah, I like Justin's classes, they're just nice and laid back. Just kind of unique, I think, to what else is out there.
oh, yeah, 'cause I've never.
Have you done this before?
Nope.
Never.
I was in art class in high school.
The last time I paid this.
Pointillism, I remember. Pointillism.
I've got a lot of, well, you tried really hard. Great.
You tried.
You tried.
Absolutely no training. Never. I mean,
I still have some of my like ceramic pieces I made and stuff I made in wood shop. I don't really have anything I made in art class.
Kyle, I just gotta say, I let all the ladies go up to the snacks first, and I went up last. Just so you know.
he looked like a mini English. He has some Himalayan in him. But
Let's go, you guys. This is the most exciting part. Let me see some hashtags and smoke emojis and dancing clouds and rockets taking off. Let's go. We got 10 minutes till the next 420. Now we've got her face filled in, kind of, sort of a little bit of a base. She said start with all the white colors first. So I did her face. This is my neighbor guy, the guy on my table, or at the table there, the back side of his canvas. Now you're going to see the back side of Mia's face. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? That's like photo negative almost when you look at the back side of the canvas. Five double barbecue sauces. So what are we talking about here, Joe? Let's see. My old what? Old neighbor lost his wife in cleaning out and moving. He emptied one food pantry and we have 5 totes full. He has 3 more empty plus the deep freezer. Wow. Yeah, let them have a chance. I didn't eat that much. There was a lot of snacks. There was probably a bunch left over. It was pretty crazy. All right, here we go. So here's a little bit filled in. This is after I had a couple of mistakes already. I wish I would have taken a picture before this, like mid-picture. So around the eye, I kind of got black too far. As you can see, I tried to cover it up with white, and I'm not done with the cover up there. And then down here, I dropped my brush. And it fell and hit the canvas right here. That whole stroke shouldn't be there. And then it also hit over here. I forget how it looked, but then I had to. I tried covering that up, and it took forever. So those two things still stand out if you look at it in the light, unfortunately. But it's okay. There you go, a little bit more filled in, huh? That's okay, Alice. I got you. Oh wow, Joe. Yeah, that's incredible, man. I can't believe that. It's really good luck. What's wild, Kyle? The food, the food situation. Okay, so here we go. She said the pupils were too small, so I had to fix the pupils while still kind of filling in the face a little bit. I don't know what this one was. Okay, I got her. Started working on her thingy-majigger. Now we got the eyes a little bit better. The eyes are getting closer, huh? The tongue is a little more filled in. That is a wicked side by side I didn't think about doing until now. This is interesting. So, oh, you can't see it because my screen here. Let me move myself somewhere else here. Maybe here. So you can see that little white spot right there. Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you, Kyle. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Next one. Oh, is that it? Well, I got one more, obviously, that you're going to get to see. So that was the last one I took before the actual finished product. Now, who's ready to see the final product? I need to see it. I need to see some action in the chat. Who wants to see the final product? Denise, are you still here? Let's play Denise a happy birthday tune while we drum up some excitement to see what it looks like now. Are you here, Denise? Is Denise in the house? Who wants to see it? Who wants to feel it? I don't think Denise is here still, unless her hands are busy. Well, nope. All right. Let's see it. Okay. Yeah, drum roll, right? Everybody's excited. that was not good. What is going on? I think it works better this way. All right, here we go. Da 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 da. I just showed it to you guys by accident. Go like this. This. We're gonna. Come on. Camera, you son of a bitch. Go. And hold it still. Hold it still. Here we go. Oh, sorry. What do you think of that, huh? What do you think of that? Like at a glance. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do a side by side. Let's do this. Not bad. Like it's kind of hard. It's really hard to capture those light black and whites that are mixed together. You know what I mean? Thanks, Alice. Missing in action, right? Yeah, she was. She was a lot for when she was younger, for sure. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have used lowercase I and A. Oh no! On second thought, now that's a good call. Maybe that's why she looked at it funny when I wrote that. She might she might have thought I was making a picture of a dog that ran away or something. Wow, wow, Kyle, you just blew my mind there. Now anyone Sprout? Yeah, I really want to do this one again, or maybe not the same painting, but like a different Mia. But maybe I'll do Sprout first. I'll go to Sprout first. Go back to Mia until I'm satisfied with it, I guess. And then I'm gonna do dogs that are pets that I had in the past. Past pets. Pets in past. Pets in past. Hey, thanks, Elisa May. I didn't even draw that, Chris. You're so like out of the loop right now. You're also trying to insult me at the same time. I don't find that funny, Chris. On any level. First of all, it doesn't look like a Down syndrome dog. It looks like the dog in the picture. Can't believe you said that. You should probably delete that comment, Chris. Not because Facebook is going to get you, because I don't want to see it anymore. Oh, 420. Cheers, everybody. It's 420 somewhere. Yeah, that was my painting. I'm gonna do it again. Like there's like you almost like never-ending reasons to keep doing it. You got your friends' pets, your family's pets, past pets that passed away, like your same pet in different positions, different like angles or like the whole pet. Like Mia only has her front arm and shoulder in that picture, so I'd like to get her whole body in a picture. I would really, I don't know, I guess she won't do it. I don't know if I maybe pay her extra money, but I'd like to get both dogs. I have pictures with both dogs that are really cute that I think would be really fun. She probably thinks I wouldn't have time, maybe, or maybe after I've done a couple of them and feel more confident, maybe a little faster at it. I can't imagine that I wouldn't have like any problem on the next one. I'm sure I'll have to do a few before I'm fast enough because it took right up to the 3 hours. Like I was the last one to walk out of there, touching up little things, trying little things. I mean, like look at the bottom of the nose. Look at the bottom of the nose there. Like that is like just like how her nose is, with the little kind of white around the ridge of the top of the nose, white or pink. You could pick the teeth, the black in between the teeth. None of that was drawn in. I had to add that in. Although this tooth over here, or I should go over here. This tooth over here is a little bit off. It looks like, but And second thought, I mean, it's on hindsight, I could see all kinds of things I did wrong, but I don't know. I think it was a fun learning experience, and I'm definitely down to do it again. I had a good time. I had a good time. I also had a couple of beers. I'm not a huge drinker, but um, all right. Well, I'm gonna throw everybody who's in the house who hasn't gotten on the wheel onto the wheel. Just do it like that. Elisa May. Elisa May, are you gonna be on people in the boxes this week? We're gonna be talking keyboard warriors. You know, a little bit directly keyboard warriors kind of story, but also kind of really a broader subject of mental health with May's Mental Health Awareness Month, and just in general, like the fact that there's a lot that comes with being online, even if you're not someone who's in front of the camera, just being online in general, and people can get frustrated and easily push past the point of being nice to each other while being separated by distance and by a screen. And that, that's the overarching topic. And you're back, Andrew. Am I still up on your big screen? Thank you for the kind words, you guys. I thought it was okay. Betty, oh, I see Betty in the house. Betty said very nice. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate all that, guys. I definitely know where I messed up and what I could try and do differently. Hopefully, do it a little better next time. Like, I don't know, maybe I can. Well, there's no reason to try and find a way to show you. When I have like sunlight behind it, you can see those black spots that I covered up with white paint. Like, there's spots that you just definitely look different for sure. Drinking a beer works like a what? A diuretic, right? Yep, yep. Once you break that seal. Oh, hey, Joe, you found us on the Rumble. Okay, let's. You guys actually have a lot of events coming up. I need to probably write a bunch of stuff down on the calendar. I'm going to be going to Vend at an event for anti-apparel. Of course, we got the token float coming up in June. We've got. I hope I can go to herbal. What's it called? Herbal Roots Canafest. I'm going to Keefe Canafest in this on the 16th here in like 10 days. That's going to be really fun. I already had somebody, Nathan. Nathan is kind of new to my community. He's actually going to be there in person. He's going to bring me a little Matchbox car, a little Hot Wheels car that's turned into a bowl that you can smoke out of. Hey, Brenda. I need the link to go to Rumble. Kyle. Okay, hell yeah. I will do that anytime. Try to ask me as early as possible, because the more people that are on Rumble, the more people see me on Rumble, and it actually works like a real algorithm. Or not really algorithm, but it's more like a not algorithm where people just see, oh hey, there's a group of people there. More of us are here. The more people come and see us. It doesn't work like that on most of the other sites. I have done date and paint, but not our animals. That could be fun. Yeah, it was a hell of a time. I liked it. All right, now I'm gonna look below the post here. Below the post, we got Big Mike. Oh, Big Mike was in here. I didn't see him. Uh, am I in the right? Am I in the right video? Kayla, Alice, Margaret, and Big Mike. And why? I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze. I think it passed it. I think it passed. Kyle, you made it. Oh, jeez. Okay. We got a little bit of time left. I would say I could go and look up events coming up, although this coming weekend, let's see. This is. Cam, follow me. This weekend is the 9th and 10th. Mother's Day. Mother's Day is this Sunday, you guys. You guys, anybody have any big plans for Mother's Day? What are you guys doing for Mother's Day? Oh, Brenda found the Rumble. I knew you were heading over that way. Chris had the Rumble. Got 19 awesome Rumblers in the house. What's everybody's plan for Mother's Day? We're just at the hour and a half mark. We'll have a little sesh with you guys before we close out the show. I'm probably going to do something similar to yesterday, although I was accused of dropping you guys off in another stream and just leaving. I stayed live in Rumble Premium because I got to get those Rumble Premium hours done. 5 hours a month. I don't mind, but I just go over there, and usually I have like 3 or 4 Rumble Premium, followers that are chilling with me while we do stuff. But yesterday, while I was on Rumble Premium, I went live over on Fire in the Hole and shared it into my Rumble Premium, and so it was like I was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Multitasking, getting those hours done, giving some actual like legitimate live content to those people while also hanging out with the bros over on the Fire in the Hole. Hanging out with the bros. Wow, 22, and we can't even get anything for $1. I'm not, I made my mind up. I may break this rule once in a while, but I'm not going to read anything for less than $1, or at least something really close to $1. Here's one for 92 cents. Sea of Mud Apparel. That could be interesting. We'll wait. We'll see what happens. We'll see of Mud what happens. If we get up to 25 or something, we'll get to $1. We'll get to $1. I always leave a comment outside when I come in. Okay. I always appreciate that because it's like a longer term stamp to say cheers and where we were here, we had a good time, we're fans of the show, like the hashtag really helps with that, and all those things. So I really appreciate it. You and Andrew both just jumped in, so I see that. Brenda, I always have to make extra. He'll eat a whole bowl before I get any. Oh damn. Daughter's birthday's Monday. She was born on Mother's Day. Oh wow. What so no plans, no Mother's Day plans? I don't really have any Mother's Day plans. Of course, there's a lot of mothers in my life, so I don't know. It's hard to. Is it just you tell me, ladies? Hashtag ladies of WTIF. Is it still just flowers, some candy? My mom probably wouldn't want the candy, but is it just flowers and a nice card, or is Mother's Day now one of these things where it's like a birthday? Give me a gift. You know how all these holidays are turning into like everyone's kind of trying to one up themselves over the years, and like Easter now is like a birthday with all these gifts, and you got St. Patty's Day might have gifts now. All these holidays have gifts that are well above like Valentine's Day. Like you got definitely gifts there. You've got Um, there was another one I thought was kind of odd where people were giving gifts to. You tell me. I don't have any plans, Brenda. Well, Monday or Sunday, I don't expect to have to do any remakes or makeups for game night. What we're going to do if we can't have people on the screen, which I'm still trying to hear back from them. If we can't have people on the screen, we will still play, but from you guys being in the comments. And I mean, I'll bring like some dice and a deck of cards, and I mean, we'll have a good time to play from the warehouse just to make it happen, make a show happen from there, and maybe go from there and have a better one next time. That's my plan. I don't plan to redo Friday night this week. We plan to have the game, whether we can have people on screen or not, which will be unfortunate, but doable. It'll be doable. Try to cook every year for my mother. That makes sense. I just want to be around my kids. They usually give flowers, which I love, of course, right? Real flowers, of course. Just to show my girls do both. Okay. Is it like a blunt hand grandma blunt? Um, that's weird. Yeah. Friday night. It will work. Well, that's a very a good angle or a good attitude to have, Brenda. I tell you what, I know that it could be a good thing, but the secondary problem is that there's no bathroom. So I can't legitimately have an event that I expect to get, a dozen people to multiple dozens of people and be like, yeah, you just got to go down the alley and go to that restaurant and use their bathroom. No, I don't want to do that. So going forward, after this Friday, of course, it might just be me, but going forward, yeah, I don't want to. I got to find some kind of answer for that. Rent a porta john. I rent a porta john. Wonder what that costs. Let's find out. What is the average cost to rent a porta potty? $300 per week, with monthly rates generally ranging from $360 to $2,040. So for $360 for a whole month, if that was what is that, the cheap end? Is that the one with like no doors? Hashtag Porter John. One year, my youngest gave me a diamond ring. Sometimes I get nothing. Doesn't matter to me. Just go right. Just go with what they want to do. Since Melissa's birthday's either. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we told him that the other day. Wait, Porta John, not Porta Potty? They're called Porta Potties. You don't. Is that what we're talking about in the chat there? Let's see. Depending on the city and service frequency, for example, in Chicago, prices typically range from $210 to $270 per week for standard units, while Darien averages between $92 to $216 for shorter term or specific rental periods. Detailed pricing by unit type in Illinois. This is such riveting stuff here. Yeah. Well, okay. I got a general idea. The the general. All cheers to that. That shit is expensive, pun intended, right? Sometime this month, I think the 21st would have been my mom's 102nd. Wow. Shout out to Joe's mom. A bucket and a comping toilet will work. Composting toilet? Okay. But would it... just a bucket? That's the corner. We put like a sheet. We put some sheets up in the corner. Warehouse. Oh wow. Or outside, no roof. It starts raining. He's in the shitter. No. We want a place that ladies would, feel comfortable going to, and Porta Johns are probably not your first choice, ladies. Probably not your number one thought. But if a facility or an event doesn't have even that, they got a bucket off in the corner. I don't see many ladies jumping at that, going, "Oh yeah, let me ride the bucket. Let me ride the bucket." No, nope, I don't see that happening. Okay, so I do want to add you guys who are commenting on Rumble. Let me hit this first. Cheers, everybody. Yes. Ride the bucket. I'm riding the bucket. Okay, let's see who wants on the door prize one more time from the Rumble. Sheena, hey, I need to talk to you. I should message you. But we can do this publicly. It's not a big deal. Can you make us more of those fight cards? Now, come over to Rumble real quick as you ponder the question. Chanelli, come on over. Okay, what do we got? Oh shit, I asked the question and I wasn't paying attention. We got Kyle. We got Brenda. Alice. We got Dawn. We got Joe. She said she lived her life, told me a few things, and it's her time to go and me not to look back and raise my kids. Wow. Margaret, Lila, Kayla, Diane, Kim, Sheena, Andrew. Starting to combine all your names together. My mom and I talked a lot because we knew she was dying. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do, and I think that's the best thing you can do. It's like, spend some time, Man, there's really just nowhere good for me to put the chat. Could do like that. So, peed in the bucket a few times. Oh, snap. Got the bucket confessional. The porta bucket. The porta bucket confessional. Hey, if you've seen my new character on YouTube Live, it is just on my phone. They have like this filter that I transform into Cousin Wilson. Is that right, Cullen? Cullen, I can't remember the original name, and I think it's Wilson, but Wilson the outhouse farmer. Wilson the outhouse farmer, he sees dollar signs when he hears people. You know what I mean? Like he hears cha-chang, cha-chang, and like you'd have to go and watch it. It's pretty good, I gotta say. Colin remembers though. All seen dogs chase and what? And bark while sleeping with the dogs and wagging his tail so hard while deep in sleep. Never seen that before. Was it Wilbur? It's your profile picture? Oh no, on Facebook? Are you serious? You need the link? I can put the link in the chat on Facebook, but it's not gonna actually send you where. It's not gonna actually click. Are you on Rumble? Triking? Are you a Rumbler? Do you have another name that I know you by? I hate to be that guy, but I could send it to you directly, but here's the link. You could actually copy and paste it into your browser if you wanted. Let's see if you can find it. On Rumble. Let me click your profile and see. No, dude, that's some gold right there. You can't. I can't believe you would have such fine like that's. I mean, that's flattering, but you're also, you're taking that pretty face. He's gonna be famous, He can't have clone accounts out there for him already. See if I can I can't click on the picture. I can make it bigger like this. There he is. Wilbur the outhouse farmer. Okay. Yeah, I don't know when I would have noticed. I hit follow, but I don't know when I would. It doesn't show me that in the studio. Does it show me that over here? Oh, see? I don't see that over here, Colin, unless I come over. That's funny. Do you guys all see it then in the Rumble chat? You guys already see it. What's this too? You guys already see that. That's messed up. I didn't even hit the like button on my own stream. That's messed up too. Guys, make sure you hit the Rumble button. 28 Rumblers in the house. Just because, like, for nothing else but to help me fight. This video is restricted or private. What was this? I don't know what that is. Where's the one? Oh, this one. If you've seen this man, I need you to report him to the Bucktooth community. Joke's on me, he said. Listen, he's gonna get big and famous, and he's gonna blow us both away once he's got enough, money from cleaning out outhouses. That guy's he's going far. He's going far. Yeah, you guys have to see that. Like, I got to look up that first time we did it, Colin, because I got to just take a little clip of that somehow. Hey, Ted, what's up, my man? We're waiting to see if this person Triking. Does anyone know Triking? Triking King Trike. Triking King Trike. I've seen you a couple times. Did you say need the link because you want to be on screen, or need the link because you wanted to find us on the Rumble? Damn, what was that name? The medicine they gave you? Oh yeah, heart meds. Prayers going out to all our community members that are going through difficulties, medical or non. But uh, definitely a few of you, and yeah, I've definitely hoping everything goes through the best, obviously, but I also don't want to, bug you and remind you about it all the time either. You come here for a little bit of a, you know, reprieve, but I'm thinking about you guys, definitely praying, and hopefully your everything works out. Diane for sure has had some procedures recently, and one heart med is not on. Oh, it's hilarious. That's why I got a screenshot. Yeah, I did it again, Cullen, but it messed up a second time. I gotta find that first video. In fact, you know what? This is the review show, right? Am I right? Am I right or am I right? This is the review show. Let's review. How are we gonna find it though? If I click live, is it gonna actually find that? It's not finding those videos in this way. Let's see. Just videos, maybe? Nope, not finding them that way either. Oh man. Like, I'm just never gonna find them again. Wow. Wow. How does that work? Videos. Popular. No, no. That's ridiculous. Okay, they were live, but these are all uh hmm. It's not showing any of the ones I did on my phone. Hmm. That's pretty weird, huh? Do those get deleted or something? I went back and watched one once. This is pretty strange. What if I just search myself? Nope. Huh. Well, that's pretty weird. We can't play it for you guys. I wanted to play it. Alright, let's get back to the door prize. You've all waited long enough. You would have been like you would have been entertained. Cullen can vouch. Cullen can vouch. He found it. Nice. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome King Trek into the fold. We are about to spin the wheel when my screen will load. I think I'm going to get fiber optics internet in my house. They just went down my, like, it's all built in. It's in my yard already. I just have to switch companies. Did they really take away that? The one that was close to $1 is gone now. I was one for 80 cents. 27 people. Nah. You can't pay me $1 for an ad read. That's kind of That's still a pretty low bar, to be honest. You love what, Brenda? She said, I just made a cinnamon streusel coffee cake. You don't even want to wait for it to cool, right? It's like you want it to be nice and hot. Get a fork, a spoon, maybe. All right, here we go. Got to be here to win.
Kyle.
Kyle, middle name Zeke. Are you here, Kyle? Kyle, are you here, Kyle? We'll play this until we find out. Oh, he's here. That was quick. That was quick. You got it. Kyle, you already have a game night ticket in the works, which means that you just won a Sprout Buck. So Sheena won. Oh, Sheena, are you still here? Sheena, do you think we could make more of those fight cards for the roster, for the game night roster? Maybe do they need to send you like a picture that they like of them or something? What do you think? What did you need to do that? What was the thing? How can I help? How can I help? I want to make more of those, okay? And then I want to turn them into playing cards that we can actually make a deck of, and like trading cards, and even possibly a little game that you can play with them, Pokemon style, and maybe like Garbage Pail Kids grown up, you know what I mean? Or like I want to print them out as real cards, and then send packs out to the roster members, and we could play that game. We could play the game across the interwebs. Wouldn't that be badass? And I'd have more of those to put up and to post for people. Sheena, the diehard diva. Sheena, the diehard diva. Where are you at, Sheena? Are you here? Let's summon her. I summon her with this card. Sheena, I use Color Cartel for 2 points, and I have a natural coloring outside the lines. Yep, we can. They need to send me a picture and tell me something about themselves, and maybe like more accurate height. You can leave mine. You can leave mine at 5'10", but maybe just like everyone else. Just kidding. Jeremy, what's up, brother? What'd you say, Chris? Am I even on the wheel? Chris, you're on the wheel like 6 times. What are you talking about? Chris. Chris. You're on it twice. Probably should be a third time there somewhere, maybe. 1, 2. Really thought there'd be a third one. Well, it happens, Chris. I'll play you a song to make up for it. But yes, Sheena, this would be amazing. What we can do is people see my comments. Yes, Chris, we've been able to see you. What was it that I didn't respond to? You tell me. What's the problem? She said okay. So that's going to be Nice fight card, right? Elisa May, if you want one, you just gotta be on the roster, on the game night roster. This coming Friday is gonna be back to Chris. Or I mean, we're trying to redo last week, so it's Chris, um, and Sheena and Kat, but I don't know if Kat will be able to play this week. I don't know if she wants to play or not. She's busy, but um, so then Brenda is the backup, so Brenda's probably going to play. So Chris, Sheena, and Brenda. And we could put you on the list. You'd be up a few people on the list, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, then you. So you'd be the next one in line. Can't see you, Bob. That's okay, Chris. Just like you need to baby it, maybe need to clean it out, blow it out with some actual air. Don't suck the air. Don't suck the nitrous out of the can, Chris. Use the air on your computer to clean that stuff out. So like she's it even says like weapons and stuff, and so I could come up with a whole like card game just using these from you, Sheena. The back of it could have like some kind of stats or some kind of like abilities or something simple. I would try to keep it really simple. And yeah, I don't know what I would do honestly yet, but either way, I would want to make the deck of cards as a trading cards, right? Like have them. We could make copies of the deck and ship them out to people as they win the game or as whatever. I mean, like that part would be fun anyway, just to see these cards, these cool little trading cards that you can look at with these cool, awesome fight cards, and then I could find some kind of way to make a simple game. And I don't want to make it too extravagant because not everybody likes those kinds of like strategy card games and stuff like that. No huffing, just puffing. Yeah, Brenda would be good. She would have like there would be like a line of men off to the side, each one of them going, and Brenda would have like I don't know, like a stick with like a bronze shoe on it. Like the end of the stick is like maybe a hammer or something or a mace, but instead of a round like mace, it's a shoe, and that's her main move is ball busting, and I don't know. Brenda and Alice, we need to have you come up and play again now that we're on Fridays. You're in the list here, second to last right now with Kristen. So we can get one for Alice and Big Mike, and let's see, who else do we need one? Got Kat, Andrew. So we need one for Brenda, Andrew, Big Mike, Rose, Alice, and Kristen Grove. I mean, if you can put me on the list, and if I can play, I can't play. Yeah, that's fine, Elisa. That's how it works. That is exactly how it works. I'll put you on the list. It would be preferable that you can at least play once in a while, but also you'll have to. Well, you can already get on Rumble, so that's a plus. So that would be helpful.
Rose has been having trouble trying to get on. Oh, I know how we can help. Rose, are you here? I don't think Rose is here, but if you are, when I click the link from the Rumble chat, it does a whole different kind of dance, and it's way better. It goes straight to the studio. If you click it from the link I send, you got to jump through all the hoops. But you don't have to do that if you just click it from the Rumble chat. And that, my friends, fixes that problem. Boom. Boom. I don't need no stinking shoe. I do it with my mind. Yeah, she's going like these like mind powers coming out, and then you just see this like an air almost in like a psychic impact on their balls. Nah, you gotta have maybe it's a stick with a fist on the like a bronze fist on the end, and you're just like tink, you're kind of off to the side, tink, and there's a guy behind you. You know, I don't know. All kinds of possibilities there. All kinds of possibilities. A hand, yeah, right. A monkey fist, yes. Chris is right with me on that one. Yes, there could be so many good ones, but I don't want to at your leisure, Miss Sheena, of course. But yes, that would be cool. So the total right now, if we include Miss Elisa May, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 members of the roster. That's a good round number. It's a good round number, and you could play a game where you divide up the cards in even numbers, right? So if you divide, if you play with 2 people, it's five cards and 5 cards. If you play with 4 people, clearly it would be well, no, there'd be extra cards. Maybe a different way. Anyway, my mind is exploding about this idea. I think it would be really cool and actually make something that we can actually ship out to people and we can all play together from at home. Although I'm not sure how I'll have to come up with a way for that to make sense with the rules, where we could say, okay, draw your cards, and I don't have to worry about like you guys, you got all your cards down here. Maybe it'd be the whole deck versus whole deck, yeah, or all your cards versus all my cards. That's how we'll do it. So that we'll try to do it in a way that cheating, like it doesn't even matter if somebody might be cheating in some kind of way. Not cheating, but where it doesn't matter how many cards you have. Like you can use all your cards, whatever you got, and then yeah. Because eventually it might get too many to where you're like, okay, you got 40 cards and I got 12. So it's got to be a way to make that a level playing field without me having to see your hands at all times on the screen. You need a good name, Alice. Okay, all right, team. We're looking for a good name for Alice. What do you like, Alice? Throw us some thoughts. Throw us what kind of things do you like to do? You like to smoke, right? So you like cannabis. You like anything else? Like what are your likes and dislikes, Alice? Like art? You like going to events? You like music? Maybe. What's your thing? What else is your thing? Oh, Brenda. Well, you can come up with something else, Brenda. It's just a funny gag that's running. You just make sure you tell Sheena so she doesn't come up with like there's just balls in the picture everywhere getting busted. In the background, they're just everywhere. Men laying everywhere, holding their crotches. Like there's like 50 men in the picture. Card should be worth 5. Worth 5. Worth 5 what? So it's got to be like, you got to have some kind of like health and like damage points, something like that. Just something really simple, or maybe call it something else. Maybe weed points. Call it like uh, oh man, my mind is exploding with ideas. You'll have to think about it. Yeah, think about that, Alice, because just kind of throwing out some of like your strengths or strongest likes, I guess, or you know what you're drawn to the most, stuff like that. I've never hit someone in the balls. I have busted balls lots of times, but I have never lifted a finger, right? So a couple of the other ones say their weapons are their mouth, so that's kind of one of your weapons too, for sure. Um, you're just the only one that's that we call the ball buster. Chris, you got to be a ball buster if you want those kind of powers. Got a long way to go. Keep practicing the force, Luke. We got 11 minutes till the next 420. For some reason, I don't really care when the next 420 is, but I'd like to tell you guys, people that care, but I'm going to hit this right now. If that's okay. If that's okay, I'm going to hit this now before we get to the 420. I'm gonna try to incorporate the harmonica kind of like what's his name, Willy Wonka did in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where he would say, take them to the fizzy lifting, or take them to the juicing room, or he'd be like, he'd have that little flute or whatever, and then the little guys would come out, just do whatever he said, like wow, and then you just toss them a coin or whatever, a little piece of candy or something. Cassandra, what's up? Doing well. How are you? Oh, Gabe, hey, what's up, man? Gabe, we can get you on Rumble now. A lot easier, by the way, on the screen. Alice, yeah, let us know. Give me some ideas. You think they're top shelf? Oh snap! They're on somebody's shelf. On somebody's shelf. I do feel that I'm getting a little better. I can kind of riff a little better on the harmonica. I can't actually play any songs or I know anything about the notes I'm playing. It's all just by ear and by feel. And I can feel I'm getting a little, it's like a muscle I'm exercising. It's not bad, but then, I can't play with other songs, which kind of sucks. I'm trying to like play along with some, I don't know what I'm doing there. It's just another world. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Sheena. Yeah. Yep. Now be careful out there, you guys, if you're going out to have a few, few cocktails or whatever. Be careful because it gets a little bit wild on Cinco de Mayo. It gets a little bit wild. There's a local Mexican restaurant that's not celebrating Cinco de Mayo because they had a big fight last year. I guess a big like riot broke out or whatever, and I wasn't there, so I don't know, but I'm gonna stay on to this next 420 on the mainstream, and then I'm gonna go to Rumble Premium for a little bit, watch some Kill Tony while I catch up on my paperwork here. And man, I'm really like thinking about this game now. This trading card game. This could be really something, Sheena. This could be something huge. And it could be something that I could get packs of and pass them out at the live events or sell them, I guess, at the live events. That's what I'll do, sell them. Yeah, yeah. I don't do other platforms. Yeah, you say that, but I'm sure you do something. I'm sure you use other apps. You're telling me you don't use Cash App? It's a platform, right? Not really a platform, but you use YouTube. You don't have YouTube, Gabe? You're telling me you don't have YouTube? That's not a way to get up here on the screen, but you don't have to. You don't have to do Rumble in order to come up on screen. That's like you would still be on Facebook in that case. You know what I mean? Put your number on the card. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to go with it. Like, I don't want to make it too super overcomplicated. I want it to be something we can play really quickly, but also be fun. Maybe give each person like 2 health. Make it like a fast pace, like a super fast paced game. But then if you're 2 people playing at home, you can stack them in a way that makes it a longer game. So what I want is I want to make it a game that can be played in like 5 minutes between 2 people. Boom, boom, boom. One of us is dead. Or not dead, but one of us is smoked out, right? That's it. You don't have to smoke in real life, but like there are these points that you get for like your tolerance level. Tolerance level, yes. So you have like one number that's the tolerance level, okay? And the second number is health, or no, not health, but like either like potency level or maybe uh, it could be like a rock paper scissors game, except for like a tolerancy trumping game, like blunt trumps joint, bong trumps blunt, dab trumps blunt bong, diamonds trump regular dabs, like I don't know. That just kind of, I don't know. It sounds a little complicated. I'm gonna go backwards to this idea of like, so the stats are like one person, like your tolerance rating, and then what's the other number though? What's the other number? Is that like the how much you have to, how much flour you got? Like I don't know. Like that's what you. No, never mind. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Bag level and tolerance level. Bag level. So like, how would you gain? So you have a level that you start with, like a bag level that you amount that you have, but then that seems kind of unfair to assign everybody a bag level when I really don't know how everybody's got it. Like I don't know. Chris could be sitting on like those could be his pillows at night. Like he could be sitting on a whole like just this garbage bag full at home at night. But maybe that's like a third thing. Maybe you have like you gain, like the other person loses their bag and you gain your number in your bag or something. Instead of health, you have a bag level. Tolerance would be how much you can defend. Yes, defense. Tolerance is like defense, okay? Bag level is like health, okay? What would be your attack? What would be your attack? What's the equivalent of attack? Bipper size? What's a bipper? We can send in pictures to confirm. Lung capacity, that's a good one, but that would be like tolerance too. That would be along the same lines of tolerance. How much smoke can you tolerate? How much THC can you tolerate? Right. Ninja dab. So what's the weapon though? What's the weapon? How do you get the other person's bag empty? You have to make them use up their stash. So if I have like if I have a hand, I have a hand with a few cards in it, right? Let me see here. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes till 4:20. Try and catch this one. Try and catch this one, Kyle. Punch a nug or pinch a nug. Like how many grams in your bag? Yeah, something like that. Like that. But I don't. But we can't put that on the. We can't put that on the card. It has to be because it has to also still be a fight card that we can pull up. So maybe just like we'll have to put like a number with a little special symbol somewhere on it, like a little bag, like a little treasure bag, but without the cash sign, and put like I don't know a little nug on it or something like that. Um, and then a number right next to that, right? And then next to that you'll have I don't know what the symbol for tolerance would be, but my point is if you have you have your cards, right? And you go, okay, I play Chris. Okay, I play extra crispy, right? And extra crispy has a tolerance of like, well, we saw yesterday his tolerance. He goes, we started playing that game. Andrew, Chris, and I started playing 3-man but with smoking instead of drinking. Live last night. If you want to watch it, it was a good time. I'm gonna get a short clip of that, Chris. But he goes, yeah, let's go, let's do this. And it was like 2 rounds, and Chris was like, well, I don't know. He was just gone. He was gone by like 1 or 2 rounds in. I'm like, okay, Mister. So your tolerance, because of that, and because of the clip that I will fourth hence make soon, you will be known as. You're gonna have to be. Chris plays it fast and loose, right? Chris plays it fast and loose, so your tolerance rating is going to be low, but your bag is probably going to be, or no, is it your bag or no, your attack, whatever the attack is going to be high. Um, Maybe is it peer pressure? Is peer pressure like the vocal, like a verbal attack that each person is doing on the other person to see how much they can get you to smoke when your tolerance is only a certain level? So Chris say is a tolerance of 2, like you'll have a fairly low tolerance, but Chris is like pressure level or PP level is like an 11 or something like that. He's like, come on, just do it. And so then then another person might have tolerance of like 9, right? But Chris has a peer pressure of 11. So even though the other person has a much higher tolerance than Chris, you know what I mean? And maybe their peer pressure is only like a 2, and so that's an even match, except Chris has a little higher peer pressure level. Something like that. That's kind of making more sense. Sounds horrible, Kyle. Fast and loose. Yeah, playing it fast and loose. Like a scale with 1 nug, 2 nugs, 3 nugs. A scale. Oh, like as far as how it works. So like Chris would maybe, so then there'd have to be a way to attack. So say I play Chris, right? Maybe Sheena's already playing and she's got herself. She's got Sheena's fight card on the ground. So if I play Chris, it it automatically. Remember, we want this to be really fast, like War. Remember that game War? It'll be like this. If I put Chris down, and because I see, so how would the game start? Whoever goes first puts their card down. Okay, so Sheena puts her down, and then Chris. So I say I play Chris. I put Chris down because I'm looking at her card and I see, okay, Sheena has a tolerance of 9, but she only has, a tolerance of, or she only has a peer pressure of like 1. Okay, maybe Sheena's like not very pressuring. Like you have to be like, I don't know how we would come up with these numbers. That's kind of a problem. That's kind of a problem. It couldn't be someone. It'd have to be input by the player. The player would have to say, "Rate. Would you rate your rate your level of tolerance, and then rate your level." And maybe it's something other than peer pressure. I think tolerance works fine. The players can like input what they think their tolerance level is. Like how many dabs could you do? I don't know. I could do 17 and probably still be fine. Well, that's a pretty high tolerance. I think my tolerance would be pretty high. I think I'd have a good like 11 tolerance, right? But maybe I don't know. My peer pressure might be kind of high too. I might be one of those like middle of the road, like my peer pressure is fairly good, my tolerance is fairly good, but they're not maxed. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know. What do you think, Sheena? You're a lightweight, so you got like a low tolerance. But see, like maybe you would have an ability, right? So everybody will have an ability, and that makes them valuable. So for Sheena, you can like unleash the color cartel, right? And maybe that's like an ability that brings a bunch of these little tie-dye warriors out that are like little cheap guys, and they all like pass the blunt around, so you don't have to smoke it so much. They take some of the blunt of the tolerance hit for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm liking that. So then Chris, what's Chris's a wild card? He's a wild man, so he's got a wild card. Chris has a wild card, and what does a wild card do? I don't know yet, but it sounds good. We've totally passed the 420, didn't we? But I'm brainstorming right now because it's much more fun. D&D for stoners. Well, no, like I said, this is going to be something we can play for game night. So it's going to have to be something quick and fast. So 24, 25 prizes that we usually have. It's going to have to be like, okay, boom, 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 like a minute or something, 30 seconds, like 2 minutes or something. Boom, boom, boom. You lost, half your bag. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that person's out. I won. I got a prize. Next person, and like do like tournament style. You know what I mean? Or not tournament style, but like King of the Hill style. So you roll to see who plays each other or who gets to be the king or the person on top of the hill, which would be like the person to beat at the beginning, and then that person plays against somebody else. Whoever wins gets the prize and becomes king of the hill, and until the end, where the last person who's on the hill at however many prizes is the winner, the overall winner. That would be a way to play. I like that. Quick draw version and a full version. So the full version, Kyle, would be like 10 rounds or something like that, and you get like I don't know, your bag resets each round maybe or something. Fresh bag, fresh round. It's like best out of 10 or something. I don't know. Or no, how would you just Yeah, you get a score, you get a point for winning a round. Ideas, ideas. Who just laughed? Oh, we got a spammer. Do I have any moderators in the chat right now? Want the special move, fan? What's fan gonna do? Fast would have to probably be dice or cards or maybe a flip a coin. They are cards. They're gonna be cards. Gonna be two cards, and they they will have an ability, but all of it happens at that time. That one person puts theirs down, next one person puts theirs down, and it resolves. Whatever happens, happens. Like if you think, then like there won't be any casting or holding any kind of mana or anything, it'll just happen. Maybe there's maybe you can have dice involved. So say Sheena puts her casts her own card, and it it automatically summons the color cartel, and they're all like, hey man, you gonna pass that, hey, and Sheena's like, cool, they're all taking it. But maybe there's a dice involved with how many tolerance each one has, right? Maybe like, or no, the dice is how many people she summons, right? So it's like on the card it'll say like, roll a dice to see how many color cartel come to your aid to absorb the tolerance, and boom. And so if those two resolve and say both people still have some left in their bag, they play another card. Simple as that, until the person's bag is empty. And that's one round. It's one round. Also could be one prize in the game show. Done. Not the whole deck. That just one draw. Wait, what? Make me one. One draw. What do you mean one draw? What do you mean, Kyle? You tell me. Make sure you hit that Rumble button, guys, if you haven't done so yet. Appreciate it. You also do the re post. Oh yeah, let me hit this bong, and I do gotta switch over to Rumble Premium. If you haven't paid for Rumble Premium, no big deal if you don't, guys. I would much rather you be a subscriber first, but Rumble Premium is how Rumble pays me, but for being in the creator program, and also pays other creators, and also there's a bunch of exclusive content you get by being in Rumble Premium, not just mine, but a whole bunch of creators. So all across Rumble, like there's a bunch of big personalities that I follow on Rumble, and they do Rumble Premium stuff. So it's worth it, I think. You got to do 5 hours a month of it, so join me there if you have it. Cheers. Hashtag WTIF. Thanks, guys. You know what a fan is? Like, so you want like a hand fan, Chris? Like, what are you talking about? You're gonna have to explain a little bit more. Finish your explanation before I go. Cheers, Joe. Joe, did you decide what did you want to do? You want to do 5 and then keep a sprout buck left over? Andrew, what do you think your tolerance level is? I'd say we do this. We could do it like D&D. We could roll a dice for each person's tolerance levels. And it doesn't have to be realistic to life. Like, we'd all have to have some kind of a test done to make sure to, like, get that accurate, right? Are you with me on this? Are you still here, Sheena? Alice? Chris? Andrew? As many game night members as possible. That's what we can do. We can roll a d20 to get your tolerance level, and a d20 to get your peer pressure level. Or we could roll a d10 for your tolerance level and a d20 for your peer pressure level, because it will be rare that somebody gets closer to 20 on the peer pressure. No, because then that would end up with making cards, certain cards that are ultra rare, extra hard to get. Well, I would make my card hard to get, right? Only players that won a game to get the fight card of the host. I like that idea. It's a shopping spree, Joe. Shopping spree. All right, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do that over on Rumble Premium though. So let me shut this music off, and I'm gonna get out of here, guys. I do appreciate it. I'm not gonna go anywhere if you're on Rumble Premium. I'm gonna probably watch a little bit of Kill Tony. I haven't watched Kill Tony in like very much lately, so I'm gonna catch up on some of that. But everybody else, we'll see you tomorrow for We Grow Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central Time. And please make sure you follow the channel if you haven't done so. We'll be there tomorrow. Remember, everybody's got to eat. We'll see you on Rumble Premium in about 30 seconds.
Weekly vibes, plans on display, chasing that